Hello again, my friends. It's a sad old world at the moment, isn't it? Even though it's beautiful here in Paradise, Aotearoa, this morning, early autumn, absolutely gorgeous. But we've had a lot of grief and loss lately. Two terrible earthquakes, one in Haiti and then very recently one in Chile, with a lot of aftershocks there. Massive loss of life, frightful destruction. And 2 weeks ago here in my own little part of Wellington, the mother of my good friend Jeff died, 84-year-old Ollie. And I was with her through her dying, and I want to talk for a moment about her because she was a very special lady, talking about earthquakes. The day she started school was the 3rd of February 1931, and by 11 o'clock New Zealand had suffered in her hometown one of its worst earthquakes, the famous or infamous 1931 Napier earthquake, and she and her little friend survived that. As she grew up and married, her husband of only 4 years died of cancer, so Jeff was an only child. And in her old age, she was only 84 when she died, Ollie developed a very serious dementia. So in a sense we lost her 4 or 5 years ago. So I've been very much with grief and loss. And this morning I was at Mass, and there was a beautiful woman in front of me, and she had a little Down syndrome baby of about a year old. Lovely wee girl, but terribly disabled. Even the fingers of her left hand were stunted, were missing, basically. And at the sign of peacetime, I went up and wished the mother peace and kissed the wee girl. She's so beautiful. But I was grieving too. So there's been a lot of grief and loss in our world, and I figure, well, it's Lent. It's the time of preparing for our wonderful Saviour's grief and loss. I found my own heart full of compassion over these weeks. Tended to spend my prayer time with our compassionate God. You know, I think it was 13th century mystic, Meister Eckhart, said there are very many words, thousands of words for God, but the best name for God is compassion. Isn't that beautiful? So I've been sitting with our compassionate God, just praying. I can't do anything for the people in Haiti or the people in Chile. I can't do anything for that little Down syndrome mother. But through prayer, I can be in solidarity with them. And I think that's what my life is all about these days. That sense of solidarity through prayer and compassion, and offering up that part of my life for them all, that hope and new life can somehow come to them in ways that I will never know. So that's all I can say today, really. Thank you for being with me. The next time we come together, I think it'll be probably Easter time, and that's a time of great joy. So we just have to hang in there and trust our loving God as we go through these weeks of Lent. Go well and go with your God.